Welcome back to the Hardcore series. Last episode we got the Greater Ricochet ability unlocked, so it's time to start a couple more multi-dozen hour grinds on top of the Slayer grind working towards the Limitless ability. It's honestly kind of demotivating to think about how long these things are going to take, but they're going to set me up for a lot of important things later on. From Archglacior, I want to get dual Leng swords to essentially skip the Khopesh grind and unlock the best melee DPS weapons in the game. The Scripture of Wen will also be basically best in slot until I get a Grim, and I will very likely get that well before finishing dual Leng swords, which will probably take about 60 to 80 hours of grinding 0 to 350% enraged streaks to stay on the safe side of hard mode kills. From Elite Dungeons 2, the only real must-have is the Greater Barge ability codex, but the other two are certainly a priority as they are all significant upgrades to melee combat. The best part of unlocking abilities in general in a hardcore is that it's a permanent unlock. Like, a death on the hardcore wouldn't take that progress away from me like it would for gear upgrades. Being 1 in 100 drops from each boss, it'll probably take about 50 hours to grind out all 3 abilities, but I'll also be getting Dungeoneering tokens, Draconic Energy for Elite Tectonic eventually, and lots of other goodies from the common drops in the dungeon. Now that we know the goals, let's see some progress. Oh, my augmented Garb of Subjugation just got to level 20, which means that Scavenging 4 proc should be 10% more common or something, which is super unnoticeable, but it's something. So here we are at the first 500% enraged Archglacior kill. There's a couple things I wanted to mention about doing this boss on a hardcore. This boss is deceptively spooky. There are a couple mechanics that can kill you through a Sign of Life faster than pretty much any other boss, and you can't teleport out or use a Death Touch dart on the boss, so you really have to commit to every single kill with very little room for error. One of the spookiest mechanics is the Ice Pillars. RNG can really screw up their spawn positions to be almost impossible to avoid, and their movement is also subject to Runescape's wonky tick-based movement system, so any mistake is heavily punished with instant typeless damage that can basically one-hit you at moderate enrages. The second mechanic I wanted to mention is the Frost Cannon. This mechanic is deceptively spooky. As long as you anticipate in Devotion, it does no damage, but it's so easy to forget to pray Mage or Devotion or Anticipate, and all of a sudden you're stunned, you get signed on the first 1 or 2 hits, and then instantly killed through the sign on the 3rd hit. That is a scary mechanic for a hardcore, so focus is going to be key to preventing that from going wrong. The Flurry mechanic, or the 3-style prayer flicking mechanic, is worth mentioning because you can easily get signed if you miss a prayer flick at moderate enrages. You can see in my 500% kill I missed a prayer flick and got smacked a 7.6k hit. But the neat thing is on that mechanic is that you can just simply resonance the next hit and pretend it never happened. Flurry can be super dangerous if it's followed by minions, because the minion spawn animation can block the attack animation, making it kinda hard to deal with. That's just another reason to save up the HP on the hardcore at all times. And there we go, a little hardcore broadcast. First Warden has unlocked the Iceborne title, also known as the Ice Warden title, I guess? I forgot to bring a Luck of the Dwarves, but whatever, I'll just claim loot here. I doubt Luck of the Dwarves would reroll anything, but there we go, first streak done at Archglacior, that's cool. Claim loot, and let's get out of here. I think what I'm gonna do going forward is just do easy streaks like 0% to 250% enrage, because that's just nice and easy, and it's not that much of a higher drop rate for the Frozen Core of Leng at higher enrages, and that's kind of what is gonna matter for getting dual T95s. So yeah, just good to get that out of the way. 0 to 500% streak, easy peasy. Now the question is, what's more impressive to have in a hardcore Ironman? The Iceborne title or the Warden title? I don't even know. They're kind of even for me, because there's very specific dangers in each boss that are very specific to each boss and are both just super spooky to do in a hardcore. But one over the other, I can't really say. Post in the comments, what's your opinion? Iceborne or Warden is more impressive on a hardcore Ironman? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the loot from Arch Glacier is just insane for brews. Like, I was out of crust nests pretty much. I'd made all the sourdough and brews I could with the toad flax and the crust nests I've had from Telos or whatever. Now all of a sudden crust nests are like gonna overtake toad flax that easily. It's just that incredible how many crust nests you get from Arch Glacier. Oh, hello there. That's a Amulet of the Forsaken. If I could bank this from the stupid bloodworm. Well, I think that's the first time I've gotten that, and that's something I need to unlock the like Darok sort of thing, relic power. So yeah, that's a new relic power unlock. Nice. Okay, what can I say about the Berserker's Fury relic power in a hardcore? I'm not gonna be using it. You have to stay low HP to make it effective, and like I want to stay high HP so I don't die. So yeah, it's just gonna be a relic power I have unlocked that I'm never gonna use. Yeah, welcome to Double Slayer Points Week. Man, 660 points for my 400th task completion. I'm just going to be doing a lot of Jacqueline and Laniakea Slayer so I can rack up those Slayer points and have as many as I need for the huge Vital Spark grind. Because that's going to take forever and take a lot of Slayer points, and I can just rack them up real quick with this kind of Slayer method. Ooh, and an Arch Glacier Reaper assignment got 3 Dark Nihilists, so that's my first Dark Nihilist drop. Kind of a shame it's so early in the streak, but let's go ahead and continue challenge. That's the first little bit of progress towards dual tier 95s. As kind of pathetically small the progress is, it's still progress. There we go, did enough Elite Dungeons 2 to finish the Warped Groton Trailblazer outfit completely, so I can finally actually buy things from the Dungeoneering shop at the proper discounted rate, which is super nice for the chest upgrade for Elite Dungeons, which is kind of a must-have for doing that because it gives you the sort of 20% double drop chance without having to turn off the chest when you go into the bosses, which is really nice. Elite Dungeon chest upgrade also allows me to bank at all the chests in the Elite Dungeons, which can help if I need to get some food between bosses or something like that. So yeah, big upgrade to the Elite Dungeons, and I'll probably need to unlock a couple other things from this shop, or probably more importantly, get a bunch of Vital Spark drop enhancers, because I'm running a little bit low on those, so I'll need to buy just a ton of those to make it so I don't have to do so much Vital Spark grinding. Well, hey, there's the first ability codex. Awesome. That should be under drop rate. Greater Flurry, did it double? It doubled. Holy moly, that's cool. Profit. Stonks. All right, let's go ahead and I guess take one and read it. If I can get this Celestial Dragon to stop canceling interface. Okay, it's just not gonna let me. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and claim that whenever I finish this dungeon, and that'll be the first out of the 3 abilities. Probably the second most important, which is to say the second to least important, because it's right there in the middle. But yeah, Greater Flurry, done, cool. Oh, and it's worth mentioning that was at 18 kill counts for Astelarn, so nice. Hopefully I get that lucky on the other 2. Okay, what can I say about Greater Flurry? It's an improvement. Like, it's a better ability. It has a place in like a Berserker rotation for dual wield DPS. So yeah, it just does more damage on a single target. So it's like a third sort of like threshold you can use for dual wield Berserker rotations. But yeah, that's about it. It's not that great. Like Greater Barge is way better. But yeah, it's an improvement. Yes, there. Wow, that was really quick. Scripture of When. Now the question is, do I streak it? No, this is the 5th kill of this kill streak. I'm just gonna claim it. There we go. That's gonna be my best in slot pocket slot item for like a really long time. Like it's just so good for AoE. It's so good for single target. It's just easy free DPS. I'm just gonna throw that right into the Arch Glacier preset. Just doing an Arch Glacier Reaper assignment. Oh, now I don't have to like depend on the Scripture of Jas proccing like in a good time because like. The Scripture of When is just so much more reliable damage. You don't have to make sure you're proccing the Scripture of Jas in like the right time or anything. So yeah, that's an awesome upgrade. It's going to help so much for ED2 for, I mean, everything. It's like the pocket slot item to use on this account now. Oh, that was at 104 KC, by the way. So really lucky if you're looking at the drop rates that have been released so far on the drop rates of like the Scripture and stuff. Wow, and the very next streak, on the 3rd kill of the streak, I got 2 Dark Nihilists. That's so pathetically early in the streak. I got back-to-back water battle stats for the first 2 kills, so yeah, this is the 3rd kill of the streak. And here comes another herblore level. It's 117 herblore, which means I no longer have to boost to make extreme prayer potions. So that's real nice. Don't have to boost whenever I get a bunch of wyvern bones from doing Slayer, and I can make some more of those extreme prayers to fill up my blessed flask. So yeah, a nice herblore level to get. Oh, it's got a crest of Zamorak, like back to back with a Zamorakian essence, which gave me a big beam as well, because apparently it's worth 12 mil right now. It's just because it's something nobody gets for the 4 essences you need to upgrade like stuff for Illijankan components. But nice, back-to-back drops. Oh, and that Crest of Zamorak is actually kind of nice for me. I can just throw it on a helmet, and it's actually my best in slot non-degradable range helmet now. I can disassemble my Armadillo helmet for free Armadillo components, and throw this where that was in the presets for like Capsarius. So yeah, minor upgrade. Well, this is an interesting Raksha Reaper assignment. I just got back-to-back Blasty Boots to Divert Ability Codex, which, like, I'm done with Raksha drops. I don't really need any more, but yeah, it's always fun to get some drops while on a Reaper assignment. And here comes kill number 50 at the Blackstone Dragon for 30 Draconic Energy, which is a decent amount. But yeah, that's about halfway to the drop rate of any specific codex at ED2. I'm still, I guess I haven't hit sort of the unlucky territory in terms of like 66 kill counts when I would expect to have 2 codexes. But yeah, it's going good. It's gonna keep going until I get Barge. And I think that's where I'm going to call this episode, because it's been way too long since the last episode was uploaded. I'm at 6,000 Corrupted Creatures and almost 6,000 Soul Devourers. I have grinded out a ton of Slayer points. 5,642 Slayer points with my 560th locked in on Demons, so that'll be another like 220 points there with the double Slayer points stuff going on. So I think that'll be more than enough to finish off the Vital Spark grind. I'm currently at 427 Vital Sparks, so about 25% of the way there. In terms of the Elite Dungeons 2 status, still at about 50 to 60 kills. This is what the chest looks like at the moment. 647 Draconic Energies. Forget how much you need for the full set, but I'll probably get enough for the full set before I finish off the ability codexes. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll continue doing the Slayer grind for the next couple days, but then Elden Ring will come out on Thursday, I believe. So that is going to actually take up a lot of my time for the near future, so there might be another significant delay to the next episode, but I'll be playing a game that I've been looking forward to for a long time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.